You greedy bitches, I'm back with another ridiculous story. And how are you? I I have like no explanation for this story. It's just totally ridiculous. But before I start today, I'm going to ask that you like, comment, subscribe, follow my Instagram. The story is pretty much what the title says and the thumbnail. Before I start, though, I will say that I'm changing the names of the people involved in the story just because it gets like too confusing without names being used. But like, I don't want to like invade these people's privacy, so I just like am not gonna like say the actual name of the person. Basically, just for some background, the first job that I ever worked at was at a museum, and it had like summer camps at it, and it just had like random activities that like kids could do in the museum. This all started literally like the first summer that I had ever worked there. I had become really good friends with this dude from work, and like we were just hanging out and like just talking and like being like friendly. And one time that I was hanging out with him, he had like offered for me to like do drugs with him, and I literally had never done it before. So I was like, yeah, of course. And I did it this like one time with him, but I'm not even kidding. This was literally like the first time that I had ever touched a substance like of any kind. And it happened, and it was like fine. And then like the story is like sort of like backwards, so I'm gonna like explain a future event that like was caused by stuff that I didn't find out until afterwards. So like I'll just explain it in like the way that it kind of like happened for me. So basically I got a text from my friend, and she was like, hey, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, why? And she was like, oh, like I heard that you've been having like a really hard time. And I actually was, besides like before, I obviously didn't even know about the issue yet, but like I just had like other issues at the time. So I was like, oh yeah, like it has been really hard on me. Like I like haven't been feeling good or whatever. And so then she was like, oh my God, like please don't tell me it's true. Like, are you okay? And I was like, what? Like, what's happening? And she was like, oh my God, like I don't want you to like freak out or anything, but like my boss, or like our boss, like told me to ask you if you were like doing heroin or like selling heroin. So then I asked her, I was like, oh my God, dude, like how did this happen? Like, why does he think this? And she basically told me that the kid that I had tried the drugs with for the very first time, like that his mom came and told our boss that she like knew that about me and that like it's true. And I was like, what? Because like I literally hang out with him. Like I was like, why would she do that? So then I texted the guy, let's just say like I don't know, his name is like Ryan or whatever. And like I text Ryan, and I was like, hey, like, can we like talk? And he was like, yeah, why? And I'm like, is this true? Like, I heard that your mom came into our job and just tried to get me fired for like selling heroin. And then he tries to like call me. And I don't think I answered. I think we just kept texting. And like he basically ends up telling me that what happened was there was this girl that he liked. Let's just say her name is like Sarah. So like there's this chick Sarah, and like he likes her, and they were like childhood best friends. And so I guess he had like a huge crush on her, and she had come over his house and saw that he was like high, and I guess that she had no idea that he like did drugs at all. And so when she saw it, she didn't like it, and she was like, why are you doing that? And so, like, because he likes her, he basically just blamed the whole thing on me and was like, oh, I got the drugs, like, from this girl at work. And, like, I literally had never, ever done a drug before in my entire life before this, like, one time. And then she just, like, believed him. And because she was so pissed about, like, I don't know, like, I guess she was just pissed because she thought that I, like, corrupted him. And so she went and told his mom. She was like, oh yeah, like this girl that he works with gave him these drugs. And so then his mom was like, what the fuck? And so then, like, I don't even fucking know. Like, he literally told me that, like, to his, like, understanding of things, like, that girl and his mom, like, literally teamed up, just ganged up on me and, like, went to my boss and were like, yeah, she, like, sells and does heroin. Like, because of this. Yeah, so then he basically tells me that he, like, knew that all of this was going on the entire time, and, like, he didn't tell me about it or anything. Like, he literally just let it happen because he liked that girl and, like, wanted to impress her. Like, what? You should definitely be on the lookout for shady people you hang out with at work. For sure. Yeah, definitely lesson learned for me. I'm like such a fucking loser. Yeah, so like, I don't even know, like, tell me your thoughts. Have you had any sort of like coworker conflict? Like, I don't even fucking know like what to call this. Like, it was just like totally ridiculous. Like, I can't believe that happened. Yeah, and don't screw over your coworkers for a girl that you think is hot because it doesn't work out in the end. Yeah, so comment below, share your stories of like coworker issues. Make a friend. Remember to subscribe. Bye.